What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. With this video, we are jumping into Wolverine, issue number 21. If you have not been keeping up with this series, be sure to check out the link in my description, as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything going on with the Wolverine series. In the last issue, what we saw is Deadpool trying with all his effort to get onto X-Force. Getting some information from Blind Al, he finds out that there is a CIA bus full of robotic X-Men, hoping that this will buy him a ticket in with the briefcase that he got from this encounter. Wolverine, on the other hand, he believes this to be his severed hand, the one that was up for auction, and that is why he has found himself tracking it down as well. As the two of them had argued over who's going to carry the briefcase, Deadpool handcuffs it to himself, and that's when the CIA helicopter comes in and starts laying down the rain. Be sure to buy the comic, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue of Wolverine, they are picking up on the run. In a hail of gunfire, they are taking rounds left and right. Lucky for these two, they can take all of these bullets. They are more preoccupied on that briefcase. Deadpool unwilling to give it up, saying that he is going to be a part of X-Force, or he is not going to give over this briefcase. And when it comes to Wolverine, we all know that he just has no patience for Deadpool, letting him know yet again that you will not be on X-Force. Krakoa does not want you here. Stop coming around. Stop trying to be on X-Force. Leave me the hell alone. At this point, Deadpool is able to get Wolverine on the ground just momentarily, long enough to try and explain himself on what is going on, why he is here, and why this briefcase might be so important. That's what brings us to the past some time ago. In the past, Deadpool decided to go see an old friend. That individual is Weasel. But before he runs into Weasel, going to meet up with the same person, he runs into Maverick. And they do a lot of catching up. They do some back and forth banter that is just absolutely amazing. But Deadpool doesn't disclose what he is doing here. And so going in, having a discussion with Weasel. Obviously, this is very standoffish. Weasel, the last time they had seen each other, he had tried to kill him. Literally sold his soul so that he could have revenge on Deadpool. But coming with a crap ton of money, Weasel gears him up, makes him Deadpool 2.0. Everything from a teleportation belt to a freaking grenade belt. He's honestly got a little bit of everything. He even got an issue of New Mutants, issue number 98, though the CGC grade is 1.2. And so while the two of them are making their way across this field running from this helicopter, he uses his image inducer. With it now being upgraded, he can turn himself kind of into anything. A tree, a rock, another person. This makes it to where they are able to escape the CIA. Wolverine finally cutting off this chain and taking the briefcase for his own. Deadpool tries to let it be known that all of this was for Krakoa, it was for X-Force, it was for mutant kind. I did all of this to try and prove myself and prove that I can be on this team. In the midst of this discussion, this is where we see an entire squad of Wolverines falling down from the air. What we learn is that that severed hand of Wolverine's, it wasn't actually Wolverine's. It was a prototype robotics. Exactly what is falling on them right now. It is not made out of adamantium, it is made out of nothing more than steel. The theory though, is if you have enough Wolverines, even if they are made of steel, you can still do some heavy damage. And this is all being controlled and orchestrated by Danger, formerly known as the Danger Room for the X-Men. Becoming sentient, for some reason or another, it is currently attacking Wolverine. As Deadpool and Logan both make their way through all of these robotic Wolverines. One by one, they are cutting through these things, and while they are fighting, we have Deadpool, who is more or less filling Wolverine on everything he knows up to this point. After he gets all of the information, after we see them hack all of these Wolverine robots to little bitty pieces, Wolverine is the last one standing holding that briefcase. With Danger landing down on the ground, we see Wolverine and Danger about to go toe to toe, about to see who truly is the better. This is when Deadpool teleports them out. Obviously, Wolverine is livid about the idea that he just got teleported out of here. He's gonna be even more mad to realize that this was all a trap. Weasel and Maverick had set Deadpool up. After he came in here bragging about his mission, what he was about to do, all of the equipment that he was going to use, Weasel set it up to where they teleported inside this adamantium cage. Not even Wolverine is able to break through these bars. But what is even more shocking is what is inside that briefcase. When Maverick and Weasel open this thing up, what we see, it appears to be upgrades for Danger. And that will be the end of this issue. You know, this is definitely another quick wham bam thank you ma'am. Not a whole lot of story going on here, but there is a whole lot of action. Deadpool just yet again begging on his knees to get into X-Force, doing whatever is necessary to get onto the team. Unfortunately, Wolverine is still standing firm that Deadpool will not be on X-Force. He will not be on Krakoa. What is more interesting is that briefcase. This is more than likely why Danger was going after them, wanting what is hers back. Who knows why the CIA had it? They could have very easily stole it. But with Danger being a sentient danger room for the X-Men, or at least at one time was for the X-Men, could she be working with Moira? Moira now making herself a Sentinel. Could these upgrades be for her? That might be a little bit of a stretch. More than likely, this story is enclosed inside the Wolverine. And if that is the case, then I firmly believe that this is upgraded armor for Danger, for whatever she has planned next, for whatever she wants to do. We haven't been privy to that information just yet. You know, today we covered both X-Force and Wolverine. And while I really have been enjoying both of these series, I really don't think Wolverine is a necessity if we're gonna have X-Force. I think Marvel is just doing it because he is Wolverine. But honestly, I would love to see like a solo Cyclops series. Honestly, any character that is not heavily used, I would really like to put some focus on. Because while Wolverine is a fun, well-written character, definitely by Benjamin Percy, you know, after 20-something issues, it is a little bit tiresome. They threw Deadpool in here to try and really spice things up a bit. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Deadpool in here, even though I'm not a huge Deadpool fan. More than anything, in this Wolverine line, we are seeing the same characters reused over and over. You know, Maverick was in here quite a while ago, and they're bringing him back around. Deadpool, the same thing. The CIA, the whole issues with that. And so it really is feeling a little bit stagnant, especially after the 10 lives and deaths of Wolverine. I still firmly believe that they should have just made that part of the Wolverine line. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting the super thanks button. This button will let you donate directly to the channel, and every little bit helps us out. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out, and until the next breakdown.